You can, well, I've paid as little as $20 for a boat.
Wow.
Without a trailer, and as little as $50 for the boat and the trailer.
Really?
And then you can buy these. This the Sunfish is a really popular boat. It's can go anywhere from, like I paid $50 for one, I paid $100 and something for another, and you can get them. So now that when that does that, you need to be sort of trying to find where the wind's coming from, and then adjust your heading so that you don't get dumped on the head. So pull your sail in again now and see if that works. Okay. You never have the boom going fore and aft. You never have it going right across.
So it should never go
no.
past the edge of the boat?
No, never. Probably not even that close.
Okay.
But you when it's doing fickle things like this, you have to change your steering.
Okay.
So the other way. Yeah, that's it. Yep. And there we go. And then you, because you're heading maybe in a direction that isn't a good direction, you would then have to tack your way back out.
Okay.
And then find
the wind 98.
Yeah. And you can start to learn to read the water, and it'll tell you where the wind is, especially this lake because it's mostly flat. So you get this kind of mirror look to it, and then the ripples as the wind's ruffling it. Yeah. Okay. So you can actually start looking for wind, because you will very quickly be out there, and first you'll be looking for all the quiet patches, but then you'll be saying to yourself, no, I actually want a little bit more wind, and you'll be seeking those out. And when you go through them, it's really incredible. You can suddenly just feel the impact, and it often happens just before the ruffle because the wind's travelling a little bit higher ahead of the water, because it slows it down because of friction and all that sort of stuff. But so that's what all the sailor racing is about. People who can read the water and do strategies on that. And then you've got the tide doing its influence. So that side of it, I've never been a racer. I won't pretend to have been a racer. I just love going out and doing exactly what you're doing. That's the time when you sort of get a camera out, take pictures and all the rest, because you've got it all squared away, everything's tidy, you've got plenty of water around you, nobody that you have to watch for, nobody on jet skis that doesn't have a clue.
It'd be nice if they made like Lake Henry like a no motor.
Wouldn't it be? I don't think they'll ever do that. But
no. I mean, you would think if they start making Lake Meredith such a
hive of activity.
It would be nice.
Okay, so how we go to shore is that the wind is coming on shore. Reversed in contrast to it coming offshore. That's some wind. I can feel that myself. So you should be able to feel that.
I sure can. So if it's coming onshore, that's where I'm not sure which way. If it's basically behind me.
Okay, so what would happen is if you let everything go, if you just ease everything out, it will naturally round this way. That's as you're coming in, you can play with it.
Running about, Leo.
Well, you're not. You're just going into shore so that you're facing the wind.
But do I need to tell them every time?
Only if you're going to go about. You're not. You're just coming to a stop. You're just rounding out and coming to a stop.
It's not so much saying the sail's coming over your head.
You're not changing direction really. You're just rounding up to the wind. The most important thing is to say what to through. Get out!
Jump out! Yes. So I would not do that until we were close enough for the person to jump out.
Well, I don't know if you like them or not. I've got out fairly deep water. But you're going to come in, round up like a cowboy coming past the barrels. And then you're going to get the person to stall the boat. Now it's not doing anything except it'll be driving it backwards. And you will get the person to maybe lower the sail into your hand. Then you can get out, just lying there. And then you step out elegantly and start taking everything. But you don't run the boat back into the lake, because you've still got the rudder. Rudder, but once the rudder's out, then shift your ballast, which is you. That's you. Another name for your bum. Good, good, good. Now you should be able to pull that in and do some sailing.
Yeah, I can feel it. We're flying.
You're on your way to the Bahamas at this point. Okay, so as the wind gets stronger, going about, goes really easy. There it goes. As soon as I let go, it wants to do it.
Okay, so
And
I'll say ready about
yeah.
you.
Lean back too far.
Ready. Well, I'll learn that way.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. Might have broken a nail, but it doesn't matter. This, I think, is even better than what we had before because you really do have the backwards. So it's probably the bottom of it.
Oh, yes, it is. Alright,
Okay.
worry about that later. Climb back into the boat.
No one's gonna want to vote with me.
So it's all about balance though anyway, because if you were on
Yeah.
your own, you're possibly putting the back of the boat under the water.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So you have to learn a little flexibility or move your legs. See, I've got the problem. I have the weight plus the length.
Yeah,
and
can
so I
imagine.
bend.
It's gotta be like up here.
I bend and do
You
all.
bend down? Like
I
that?
bend down. I
Okay.
bend down that way.
Maybe
But that's because I've got too much. If I go backwards, I tangle up with the tiller,
Okay.
and if I go. You'll find you just go the way you can, but you certainly don't want to go off the back like that because
Yeah.
it would lower the back of the boat,
Yeah.
and it's only got this much freeboard above the water
Okay.
anyway.
So I probably want to lean. Actually, I wonder.
You don't have to lean that much with this. You can
You
because
know
it's not.
what? Let me ask you this. So if I'm, for example, moving my weight from this side to this side, it might make sense to lean as sideways as I move my butt.
Okay. Okay. Again, don't go overboard
Okay.
because you've got to balance it to the wind, and this
Okay.
is good. Okay, so don't try and
Okay.
hold that.
Okay.
You're just going to have. It's annoying, but
Right.
as soon as you start
So
to
ready
hold
about
it.
you.
No, well, you're not really. You're just drifting off the wind. You're not
Okay.
actually. You're just doing nothing. So there's your nose,
Okay.
and then start pulling sail in
Oh, I don't
because
even
that's
have
your
my
speed.
tiller. I've lost control completely. Okay.
It's up. You must have wind.
Gotcha.
You must have speed. Okay, so that would be your
Got it.
heading on this.
Okay.
All right, now have you got your hands the right way? Have you got the ability to lean this way?
Yeah.
You have. I would have your butt facing a little bit more that way.
Like this?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, because you are it.
Okay.
Push it back off the wind again. You can adjust your sail. See how it wants to round up to
Yep.
the wind?
I do.
That's to your benefit. It means that
Okay.
you can always find a way to just stall the boat.
Okay.
So you can feel that. You can feel your need to
Yeah.
shift your weight. Even on this thing, you can feel the need.
Yeah.
And it's really good you're tipping because that's showing you that you're overbalancing it.
Okay.
Okay, so
About like that is better.
your bow is slightly up, which is perfect,
Okay.
and that would on your own would be an absolute perfect
Okay.
angle for everything.
Okay.
So when I go sailing with somebody that's light, I kind of move forward and I move them forward.
Okay.
And if it's heavy, we kind of can both move
Yeah.
back or forward to balance each other off.
Okay.
So you just got to get the boat balanced. And then when you're moving body parts to go about, you just got to work out whose arm is whose and whose leg and just get through.
Yeah, I guess that gets more complicated. If two people are kind of ducking at the same time, but you don't. Okay, that would be another reason if I'm the sail person to not lean backward because somebody else might be leaning forward. Yeah.
It could be interesting.
I wonder-
See, I can feel it here. It's a shame you can't translate it, but see if I let
Yeah.
go.
Oh,
See
yeah.
how it's doing that?
Yeah.
That's what you should be feeling.
Yeah.
I'm actually the counter to the sail.
Yeah. And normally I would feel it right here. And this is
You'd
what-
be feeling exactly like me. I'm adjusting it as it does. If I let go too much, it
Yeah.
drops off, and if I bring it up, I can go
I can
over.
feel that now. Wow. That's amazing. But
Today,
it's not, that's like you said, it's not like a strength thing. I mean, I'm not super strong in my
over pulling you, that you're just
Yeah.
not doing it, just ease it out.
Yeah. So
And
then
just they say it's called spilling the wind.
okay.
And so it just doesn't work as efficiently on the
Right.
sail, but that's fine because you're probably going
Going
faster
way
than
too
you